Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome. There we go. Looks like it's all good to go. Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome into the channel. My name is Brent, otherwise known as Unchallenged. Today, we're going to be playing on our level 19 Hardcore Orc Warrior. You can see that we're pretty well equipped right now. Blacksmithing is the profession that we took this time, which has been able to craft up a number of items to keep us basically on top of the game. In this episode, we're level 19. It is Sunday, which means the Dark Moon Fairy passed from Goldshire to now the Thunder Bluff area, which is where we logged off on Friday's stream. So in this episode, what we're going to be doing is heading down to the Dark Moon Ferry, picking up the Turtle Mount quest, and then we're going to be chugging our way all the way through the Barrens, up in the Ashen Vale, and then up into across to the west coast and get item that is required for Turtle Mount. So if this is your first time here, welcome in. Do appreciate you guys popping in. Definitely say hello there in the chat. If you guys are a repeated viewer, I always do my shout outs towards the end, so I do appreciate everyone popping in who has been here before. Definitely say hello in the chat. And we got, I just minimized my screen. Hey, what is up, God Squad? Welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead, and I thought I logged off in Thunder Bluff, but I must have logged off here in Ratchet. And I got a Fortitude. Awesome. Dang, increase
Open too late today. I'm working in 6 hours.
Open too late today. Hours. Ah, you're working. Working. Okay, so, okay. And you said you work, I forgot what field you said you had worked in.
I have to sleep.
You have to sleep? Yeah, I got started a little bit late.
0430.
0430 in the morning. Holy cow. And Anakin Skywalker, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. We're going to be doing a bit of a quick stream today. I'm going to go ahead and...
HCD not work, I don't know.
Yeah, hardcore deaths, it should pop up. So, I know you posted at the Discord server there. Let me go ahead and... We're going to come back to this place in a little bit. Our main objective during this stream is we're heading to Thunder Bluff. We're going to go hit the Turtle Mount quest. And then we're going to go ahead and head up into Ashenvale. That's our first objective of the stream. Is that the Dark Moon Fairy has just crossed over to Thunder Bluff. You can see right here, the Dark Moon Fairy is in Thunder Bluff. Anyone want to get the Turtle Mount with me? Heading up in Ashen. Okay. Plus or minus 19. Okay. So Anakin said, okay, welcome into the stream. Anakin, do you play World of Warcraft Classic or Hardcore or Turtle WoW? And I thought I just saw a spider on my ceiling, but I think I'm just seeing things. Okay, so God Squad, you said that your add-ons do not work. Your HC Deaths add-on is not working. So, are you able to see it on the add-ons page? And what I mean by that, let me go ahead and get past Crossroads real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly tap. And then we're going to continue our adventure to Thunder Bluff. Okay, so what I mean is the add-on showing up in your add-ons section down here on the bottom left-hand side? So when you load up World of Warcraft and you have the file loaded into the add-ons, let's see, if I go to Undying 5, do you see HC Deaths here? And you can, you can see it, you can check mark it, make sure that it's turned on your specific character, or do you not see that? So yeah, make sure that HC Deaths, you got to make sure that they're named correctly, and then once they're named correctly, they should appear in here. And then once you enable it, and then there's nothing else you really need to. Oh, it is on. So you do have it checked, and it is showing. That's interesting. Let me see some of the settings. I've never messed with any of the settings in the game itself. Like once I've been in the game, I don't think I've ever really messed with the settings so much within the game. Let me see. To mess with the settings, it's called H, right? And then we can do like H. Oh, so if you type in HCD message, it toggles the system death messages. So if I hit, so this is like here. Oh, while we're flying here,
Play your game, I'll find the fix.
play your game. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a look in here, but so if you go in here and type in HCD
I make it all.
message,
It's on.
oh, you did it.
Pop
Oh,
up.
okay. It popped up. Okay, no. Okay, nice. Yeah, there's a bunch of settings in here. HCD. And then if you type on messages or not messages, you can see here that if you type HCD messages, it turns it off. You got to type it again to turn it back on. So you got to make sure that messages is turned on. Usually I can adjust, I can just adjust it myself. Let's see here. I don't mess with many other settings in here. Looks like the build's going to go into BRD here shortly. You can turn on and off the death sound, like people dying. You can turn on and off the leveling sound. I like having the leveling sound, like a toast. And then if you have
25 minutes I try to fix, I use all the commands.
Oh,
Ha ha ha.
interesting. That's so weird. Well, glad you got it working there. Glad you got it working. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I got it all chatted up. Okay, sweet. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you got it working. If anybody else pops into the chat, definitely say hello there in the chat. We have Anakin Skywalker on the YouTube side. We got D-Knight91 over on Twitch. And God Squad over on Twitch as well. So, hey,
thanks for your
in,
time,
everyone.
dude.
No problem, no problem. Appreciate you asking the questions. And I'm always happy to help when I can. Can't always help, but when I can help, I can try and help troubleshoot it for sure. For sure. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be landing here in Thunderbluff, and we're going to be jumping down. Now, the Dark Moon Ferry alternates. If you guys are not familiar with Turtle World Warcraft, it is a private server. Ooh, level 32 Druid just died to a Screecher. Oh, in that Rogue Feather Den. That's 1,000 needles. That's pretty much a death sentence. Yeah, death sentence. There's quests that you do not do on hardcore, and that Screecher quest, that den, so that is located down here in 1,000 Needles. There's a cave right here that you go into. There's so many of the feathers, like the fairies or something like that, and then you do this quest called Grenka, and if you do the quest, it's like you go destroy the crates, and as soon as you destroy the crates, whee! Now the reason I can jump off like that is because I'm hardcore, and hardcore take only 10% of fall damage of your total life. So that's why I am able to jump off the cliff just like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead over here. Now, if you've reached the Dark Moon Ferry, there's a character over here called Silas Dark Moon. You go over here and talk to this character right here. He's next to Birth, the ogre. You're gonna go ahead and pick up the quest called Torta's Egg. Once you got that egg, at that point, I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly sell. It looks like I can't sell anything. This level 49 warrior is probably hanging out here trying to buy up. Trying to buy up the ring potentially. I know the Dark Moon Fairy has a super nice ring right here that's super buffed at level 50. 10 stamina, 2% of all damage dealt is returned as healing. This thing is great if you're a druid, if you're a paladin. You can put 2 of these on. That gives you 200 life plus that vamp. That's 4% vamp, and I think there's a 1% vamp enchant. So if you enchant it with like a 1% enchant, you can get 6% return on your like mana health return as healing and you're doing damage. Right, so essentially if you do 100 damage a hit, that's 6 life being generated per hit per target. As a paladin, if you're dropping down consecration, or you're using holy shield, or a druid doing roots or shreds, swipes, then a lot of that damage gets returned. And you can stack that up with a bunch of different enchants and stuff like that. Can't make that one. But this one should be coming down. Okay, now that we got the quest there called Tortoise Egg, now we're going to go ahead and make our way flying back to the Barrens. Just doing a quick check. I don't think I have very many other quests here that I require. So we'll go ahead. Away. And I forgot what this quest was. It is preparations for the ceremony. Okay, that's a really old level quest. My blacksmithing still remains 111, but already, guys, I've already got so much more use out of my blacksmithing profession than I ever did out of my engineering. So we'll go ahead and cover our talents and our gear here in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and get on the flight path back to the crossroads. And then we're going to be huffing and puffing our way up into Ashenvale. We're going to go ahead, pop over to Crossroads, and let's go ahead and cover some gear and talents. Oh, I had that already. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, over in the... Yeah, I guess I had my right window popped open on my small vertical stream. Anyways, doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and quickly check out our gear and talents, and then we'll go ahead and then begin, we'll land in Crossroads, and then we'll make our way up north from there on. So as far as talents go, we have 2 in improved Ren. That is something that we picked up at level 10 and 11. At 12 to 14, 12, 13, 14, we put 3 points into tactical mastery. I kind of thought about this a bit. When you're leveling, you don't often use Heroic Strike first as an opener. That's Heroic Strike has been used kind of like as a rage dump in my current and past experience, and a lot of players I guess they kind of do the same. Once you get Sundered Armor, it makes sense to sunder your target's armor down to, 5 stacks first, because of Sundered Armor, your auto attacks start doing the amount of damage that you would otherwise do with a Heroic Strike. So it just makes a lot of sense to quickly stack up those sunders, and then your auto attacks is doing just as much as a Heroic Strike would be doing on auto. So instead of doing the improved Heroic Strike, we went ahead and did the... instead, we did the Tactical Mastery. 3 out of 5 points in here. Now, the reason we did 3 out of 5 is, hey, what's up, Lookout? Welcome into the stream. The reason we put these points in here is if we're in defensive stance or battle stance. And big shout out to Alexander Morgan with the subscribe on the YouTube. Appreciate that, Alexander. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. The reason we put 3 out of 5 here is just because we're able to charge into a target. And when we charge in and then we swap stances to say defensive stance, we're still able to retain 15 mana. And then if, for example, we charge in and we Thunderclap, our Thunderclap only costs 16 rage now, plus does 60% more damage. So I can charge in, keep about 15 of my rage, and then I can also Thunderclap almost right off the bat. We'll go ahead and keep covering it in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm running the right direction. We're heading up into Ashenvale now. And I did swap my points this time. I was talented Deflection in my last build, but this time we are going with improved Thunderclap. What this is going to have is just, that reduce in rage by 4 points is actually pretty good. When I charge into a target, I don't always have... Well, I'll charge at a target and I'll have roughly 19. So my base charge gives me... Oh, now it gives me 19 rage. So when I charge at a target, I wouldn't be able to Thunderclap right away because Thunderclap costs 20. It costs baseline 20 rage, but if I talented into it, it costs 16 rage. So now what I can do is I can charge into a pack, I can Thunderclap to get that AoE damage on up to 4 targets at once, and then I could swap to defensive stance, and then I could just, go about centering my targets and stuff like that. And so I'm going to doing that route. That's going to, I think, pay off better than those 3 points that I would otherwise get in deflection, you know, increasing my parry chance by 3%. I think it's not bad. It's not a bad, you know, 3% additional parry, plus you get parry haste when you do parry a target. It's just, um, you know, more along that. Our next talent point, when we get to level 20, is going to go into improved overpower, and then into deep, and that'll kind of finish off our level 20 up to 24, and then 25 we'll start getting points into two-hand weapon specialization. Right now, I'm just kind of keeping a sword and board. I do have the Axe of Ogrimmar. We'll go ahead and cover gear now. So gear-wise, I have nothing in terms of a hat. It gives no armor, gives nothing. It's just a stylish points. Same thing with the Quark Shack membership card. I don't think it provides any sort of benefit. It says learn the customer's weaknesses so that you can better take advantage of him. But I don't think it gives you anything. So right there, these are just kind of like money things. If I were to sell them, I would get, what, 28 silver for those two pieces. Am I going the right way? Thanks. Level 20 druid back there. So let's see. Next piece, we got the Wrangler's Cloak of the Monkey. We picked this up from a raptor, level 18 raptor when we were level 16. We defeated the raptor, picked this up. A really nice little item, 2 agility, 3 stamina. The rough bronze I don't know how to pronounce that, cuirass, is an item that we crafted in our last episode. 6 stamina for defense, super nice right there. If I could find a couple more pieces of tin, I can make these really sick shoulders right here. I just need 2 pieces of tin. I already got the shadow gem. I already have the coarse grinding stone that I can make down here. So I can make myself some really nice shoulders here. 5 stamina, 2 defense. Some next items we have here are the wrists. We picked these up. 2 strength, 2 stamina. We crafted these up at level 14. Super easy. The gloves, again, crafted this up as well. So we're already getting so much benefit out of blacksmithing. I did have the ruined copper girdle, but we did complete the RFC quest. There's 5 quests within the RFC. We were able to pick up the belt out of RFC, and we were able to pick up these pants out of the RFC quest. So that right there, I crafted some pants as well, but these are just upgrades that I got otherwise. Hey, what is up? Welcome into the stream, Win. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome. Intellect, I'm just kind of wearing this so I can read my quests a little bit faster, right? This is just
I thought you not live today.
I wanted to go live on Sunday. Today's Sunday for me. The Dark Moon Fairy just swapped over to Mulgar, and this is the only time over the next 2 weeks that I'm going to get to play and get the turtle mount on my warrior. I'm leaving tomorrow on a flight, and I'm going to be gone for about 2 weeks. We're going to be traveling, and the whole family and we're all going to be traveling over and flying out. So I'm not going to have access to my computer. I'm not going to be streaming or anything the next. I'll be back on the 20th. We fly back in on the 20th, but I will not be probably streaming for the whole next 2 weeks, just because I'll be out of town and having some vacation time. It's been a while since we took a big trip. Last time we went to Germany because my wife's from Germany, so we went out there for like a month. Today we're just going out. We are going to be hanging out in the islands. At my time zone, it's Monday. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my time zone.
At my time zone, at Monday now.
Yeah, my time zone, it's still Sunday. It's Sunday and it's 12 p.m.
Today is Sunday, Europe also.
Yeah, it's Sunday. So yeah, Wynn's over in the Asian Pacific area. He's like 19 hours ahead of me. Like, that's Japan. Oh, you know, all that area right there. Look at this guy. Cheer. For the Horde. For the Horde. Going to get my mount. Bumblebee? Bumblebee. What the heck? Oh, it's a scorpion. That was an interesting route that it took there. Yeah, it is in Germany or Europe. It's probably what, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night, depending on where you are over there. I know a lot of the my wife's family. I think they're about 9 hours ahead right now. But yeah, here in the States where I'm located at, I'm on the West Coast. It is way back at 12:20 in the afternoon. We went out to the river yesterday, and I was gonna stream yesterday, but we went out to the river.
Are you gonna stay arms or switch to a arms fury build? You are going to get turtle mount, right?
Yes, I'm heading up to get the turtle mount right now. Yep, I'm heading over right now to the West Coast over here, and we're gonna get the turtle mount. I got my Hearthstone that's available, so I'm saving my Hearthstone. So once I do get the turtle mount, I'm able to just kind of Hearth back to Crossroads and then go turn it in Thunderbluff. Right now. And then Lookout said, are you going to stay arms or switch to arms fury? So eventually, I'm going to put, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. Then I'm going to put 1 point sweeping strikes, 5 points into Master of Arms. And then I think I put it precision's cut. No, I don't think so, and I don't think so there. Light Ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna be putting 31 points into arms, and then once I do have 31 points into arms, then I'm going to be going into other 3-point here, the Fury. I'm gonna be put 5 points into Cruelty, 5 points into Unbridled Wrath. Then I'm gonna get 1 point into Piercing Howl. I think around level 50 I'll get Piercing Howl. And then 51 to 54 will be Blood Craze. I'll put 1 point into Improved Shouts. And then I'll finish it off with Enrage. So 56 through 60, I think it is. I'm going to be putting 5 points into Enrage. And that'll finish up my level 60 talents. And then I'll more than likely stay as arms at level 60 while I'm getting different weapons and gear. And then I'll probably swap to Fury or something. Yeah, right now we're just kind of making our way across over here to the East Coast, West Coast. West Coast. Make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments there. Let's see. We had Wind popping in. Doubt. Yeah. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. And Pull the Tricker over on Twitch. Hey, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Welcome in. You can buy white great items from
West Coast is California for us Europeans.
Yes, exactly. I am about 30 minutes. Yep, I am within range of Cali. Cali is definitely the area. That's the spot. Level 21 died. Oh, we just passed this guy. Oh no. Oh no. Man, look at this, guys. Look at this. So remember that paladin that just passed me by as I was going into the Barrens? Like down here, and going into Ashenvale, me and Dunahan had just passed by each other. You know, I cheered him, he cheered me, he was hardcore. Boom, right here. Level 21 Dunahan, level 21 Dwarf Paladin died in the Barrens to a Horde Guard. So unfortunately, the Paladin that we just passed by, is that tin? No, it's copper. The Paladin that we just crossed by on our journey over here just ran into a Horde Guard and died. That is unfortunate. Holy cow. That's why it's got to be super careful. Okay, right here, as we get to Astronar, it's super important that we don't go south of Astronar. We're going to make our way north. You see this guy over here? You should see this little altar over here. We're going to be going around this way. There's only 2 things that are going to be over here, and neither one of them are going to be like a high risk for you. And the group that had that paladin, the paladin tank, they just lost their tank, so now they're looking for one more for Wailing Caverns. Dang. That is a rough death right there. That is a rough death. Yeah, I just messaged the
Life
group.
is ruthless is HC as Roth.
Yeah, life is ruthless, man. Right? Life is ruthless. You never know when your time is to go. And that guy unfortunately died to the Horde guards. There is an add-on that tracks mob deaths. Yeah, an unlucky man, he ran halfway around the world and got killed by the Horde guards. So he ran all the way from Stormwind, all the way down through Darkshore, into Ashenvale, made his way into Ashenvale, into the Barrens, and then died in the Barrens to a guard. Just because, you know, he's probably following that road south along the road, and there's a little tower. And can you show your talents? Yeah, we just covered talents, but we're still running. Yeah, we'll cover talents here. We'll go. I'll show you my talents real quick. Talents. I don't know if you're on the horizontal or the vertical stream right here, but right now we're leveling arms. We're level 19. We're not super deep into the arms tree yet. I got 2 points in to improve Rend, 3 points into tactical mastery. I then put 2 points into improve charge and 3 points into improve thunderclap. At level 20, we're going to get 2021 will go into overpower. 22 to 24 will go into deep wounds. 25 to 29 will go two-hand weapon specialization. And then once I have two-hand specialization, that's going to be... I have to look at where I'm going to be at. I think I need to put 3 points into two-hand specialization, 2 points into impale. Once I have those 2 points into impale, I probably will go 1 point into sweeping strikes, and then that'll be level 31, and then 32 to 36, I believe. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5. 35 will be in Master of Arms. 35 will be Master of Arms, and then I need 4 more points. I think after that, I don't know exactly where I'm going to go to. I think I have it in my Discord server, like what my points will be. I don't know if I have improved disciplines or not in my selection. I think I go with Precision Cut. Increases the damage done per extra rage spent on execute by 20%, and causes execute to refund 10% of the rage spent upon getting, with the hit. I think I'm gonna go with Precision Cut, and then I'll have the points needed to go into Mortal Strike. I think that's what my plan is. I don't think I'm gonna get Boundless Anger. What is that? 10? It's silver. Ooh, we're gonna get some silver. And I don't think I'm gonna get improved disciplines. Not 100% sure yet. So that is where we're at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of low levels dying today. Look at this thing. There's level 26 that just died. So far since we've been in the stream, level 26, level 11, level 16, level 23, level 21, 26, 10, 28, 16, 32, 13, 16, 27. Lots of people are dying. Somebody right here. Oh, they're doing the escort quest. The flagged escort quest there. And okay, we're making our way to the west coast now. And we're going to be taking out some Nagas. All we need to do, guys, what we're working on in this episode right now in the stream is we're doing the Tortoise Egg quest at level 19. That's going to get us the ability to get a turtle mount, which is going to increase from then on our speed between quest areas. See this little mount that this guy has? That's what we're going to get. It just helps a lot with the speed. Like, as a warrior, I'm super slow as a warrior. But just being able to just kind of a little bit faster. Good. And I think we can go this way. Yeah, we're basically here. We'll go ahead and swap to our two-hander now. Blood Rage crit, 19. Get ourselves a little bit of buffs. I don't think I have much in terms of, like, buffs. I don't have anything to self-buff right now, but we shouldn't need to self-buff. Those guys are level 60. Oh, we can get the flight path. Since we're over here, I have to make sure I get the flight path. Before we hearth, I have to make sure that we get the flight path. I wonder where these guys are heading. Oh, there's my target right there. So these guys have a 20% chance to drop the item that I need. So essentially, I should have to kill roughly anywhere from 5 to 10. And I'm hoping that was 10. Nah, it's just upper. Go. I gotta get a few of these guys down. And hopefully we get the tortoise egg pretty quick. Bram, and nope, not the first one. I don't see anything over here as far as... We're going to go ahead and get this copper real quick. There's a lot of people questing over here, and all the Nagas that I can see are all pretty much dead. I'm going to get this copper real quick while we're here. There we go. What if they're doing like a peak? There's a lot of 60s over here though. Lots of level 60s area. There's no like big raid up in this area. Oh, nothing. Nope, nothing. Level 20 died to a Baron's Guard. Holy cow, what is going on with people? Guards are taking people out faster than other things are. So that the Paladin died to a guard. Now a level 20 just died to a guard. Another one of yours? Oh my goodness. Another one of yours? Guards are taking people out. Oh, it's level 21 though, huh? That's fine. It's fine. See, he's already running away. Finish off. And nothing yet. Holy cow. But I feel like we're in a pretty good place. We're level 19. We do have 733 life unbuffed. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I could get a little bit more stamina. I'm gonna get shoulders here shortly. I don't know when the first blacksmithing helmet is that I can pick up. But if I can get a pretty good ring... Oh, there's one right there. I could pummel this. I don't know why I'm running. Pummel. And... Oh, not yet. But yeah, that it does take a little bit, but once we do get it, it'll be good. I wonder if they're going somewhere to PvP. I do see a ton of people. Yeah, so there's a bunch of level 60s. There's a bunch of high elves. There's a bunch of alliance. There's a bunch of horde. So there's probably some battle kind of going on here. And
Victory or death.
some sort of victory. Are you going for that one? No, I think that one's fine. What I'm saying, if a priest is in my group at level in Wailing Caverns, if I'm able to get a priest when going into Wailing Caverns, I should probably break over 1200 life, which would be nice. Plus with my shield and my weapon, and then once I get my shoulders and stuff, I should be in a pretty good place. Ice cold milk. Yeah, we're having some bad luck on the drop right here. Bad luck on Tortoise Egg. Oh, there is a quest over there that I can combine with this one, but I'll do this one. I didn't think about that. I may not even be able to get it right. I am having no luck whatsoever on this quest. So the reason... Oh, this guy's running over here to get it. Yep. The reason that we're over here, guys, if anybody jumping into the chat or, you know, stream right now, we're working on a quest called Tortoise Egg. On Turtle World of Warcraft at level 18, you can get a quest from the Darkmoon Ferry. So if you're a Horde, you'll go to Mulgar outside of Thunderbluff. And if you're Alliance, you go to Goldshire. And in these cities, you're going to have access to the Darkmoon Ferry, which there's a quest called Tortoise Egg. The quest gives you a quest to go take out the Nagas over in this area. I just got a Swift Potion, the recipe here. So plus or minus 19 wellness cell, this. So the Swift Potion recipe actually ends up selling for a lot. Because it is an item that you can't get it from the vendor. You can't train it from the vendor. Have to find it. So I'm hoping to get probably 50 silver or so. We'll see. Around this level, somebody should have about 50 silver if I can get it. That would be a nice little bonus. What's the purpose of vertical streaming? Hey, welcome again. It just kind of adds another channel of getting views. So, well, yeah, my preference is horizontal streaming, right? Because then everybody can see the whole stream. The purpose is just people are flipping through verticals, you know, flipping through shorts. It's all for discovery. So someone who's flipping through the verticals might, you know, land on the stream, and it, you know, World of Warcraft might be something they're interested in. They could drop a comment. They can drop something in the chat. I've got a lot of viewers popping in through the vertical streams, asking questions about, you know, what are we streaming, what are we doing, and they've never heard about Turtle WoW, but they have heard of World of Warcraft. So they hop into the stream, they see some of the differences from Turtle WoW versus WoW, and they see it's a Classic Plus server, and they check it out and they enjoy it. It's just all about discovery, and that's pretty much, what that streaming is in general. But boy, there is not a single. Oh, there's one way over there. We can get to that one. It's a caster in the middle of the ocean. There's another one over there as well. So we're gonna go for this one first. We'll pummel that first cast. Oh, he's using mana burn on me. Oh no. We'll hamstring him. And we'll go ahead and run. And dang it, we still didn't get it. We are not getting lucky with this drop rate. I'll tell you that. Oh, it is level 20. We'll go ahead and pummel this one. And got a crystal quartz green before I got the actual quest item. So ain't that funny? So far I've got swiftness potion recipe. I've got this green quartz crystal. All before I found this quest item so far. Got some bad luck there. Ah, there's mine. This is the one, guys. It's a level 19. This is the one that's gonna drop the egg for me. Here we go. Watch this. We'll pummel that first cast. And he's down and nothing. Dang it. Nothing. There's a hunter over here, which means our chances of getting tags are going to be less and less. I don't think this guy over here drops it. Oh, dang. When I highlight over the casters, it shows that they can drop it. When I highlight over the melee guys, the wave riders, it doesn't show that they can drop it. There's one way over there, which that hunter's probably going to tag up. Yeah, he's already marked it. He's already heading that way. Hunters are so efficient. Between their pets, their range. I don't know, it's so hard to... Oh, there's one. I don't think I'm going to get this one. Maybe I will. We'll get it. Not going to worry about the first cast. I'll go ahead and pummel the second, though. And here we go. Not a dang thing. I don't know what's up with this drop rate, but it is terrible. Yeah, if you have any other questions, drop them in the chat there. Any sort of questions about the stream, about the game. Today is Sunday. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I'm going to be away for the next 2 weeks traveling, and we'll be out of my area. So I won't have access to a computer, won't be streaming at all. So that is why we're doing a stream here on Sunday. I wanted to get this quest done before the Dark Moon Ferry goes back to the Alliance on next Sunday, and I won't be in town. So that is why we're doing this quest and doing a playthrough right now. Normally I wouldn't be streaming right now, but as I said, I really want to get this turtle mount. I'm not going to worry about this first cast. We'll pummel the second one. And then we'll hamstring him. Oh, what's that? Oh, Frost Ward. I haven't seen him cast that before. And now he should die. And he Novid me in place before he died. I did get some shoulders, but they're leather. And they require level 20. So nothing special there. I'm gonna go back and get this. This is the one right here. We got some competition here, maybe. I don't think that Warlock would be going for it. Although this mage is. I don't know why there's so many people here. It's pretty crazy to see so many people hanging out in this area here. And I never had this bad of a drop chance before. Dang it, still nothing. Just sold the shoulders. I think I'll keep the shoulders. Priest is. I'll be able to drop it. And we can pummel their heel. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know what's up with these guys. Usually, I think it took us like 3 mobs last time. And then they dropped the item. I've taken out at least 10 bad guys, at least, so far. And not a single one has dropped this egg for me. There it is. Boom. Finally, Tortoise Egg is complete. So this quest right here, Tortoise Egg, is the quest that's going to give us Turtle Mount. Okay, so now we got the item. We're going to head over here, get the flight path real quick, and then I'm going to hearth back to the Barrens. Look at this guy. He got level 60 on hardcore as a warrior. Humans are overpowered. You can be any class of World of Warcraft. Yeah, we got the flight path. Instead of flying down there, we're just going to go ahead and hearth to Crossroads. Yeah, I think it's going to be faster to hearth to Crossroads than fly to Thunderbluff and then fly back to Ratchet than to go about all that way. And so far during the stream, we've witnessed 2 people die to the Horde guards. 2 of them. Which is rough. There's 2 tents here. This is almost unheard of. I'm at a few bubbles of rested experience. I would like to get just a couple knocked out and then we'll get... Someone's like, what is this? What are these traps from? Or what are these tents from? And these are called tents. If you guys are not familiar with tents, we're going to go over how to unlock and train the survival profession. It's a secondary profession here on Turtlewell. So secondary professions are things like cooking, fishing, and survival right there, like first aid. They don't count towards your main profession. You can pick these up and level them on the side. Survival is a really nice one as it allows you to craft at level 50 these tents. They cost one rope, 5 pieces of logs, and 10 linen, and you can craft up this tent. And then while you're at a tent, you can go ahead and get rested experience. You'll see right here that my rested experience bar is now, I have 31,950 experience rested, and it can't go any higher than that. So I have 30 bubbles of rested experience right now, just by kind of chilling and hanging out underneath that tent. So you hang out underneath the tent for anywhere from 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on how many tents there are. Every 1 tent is 15 minutes, 2 tents is about 10 or so minutes. 3 tents, if you can get 3 tents in a kind of like triangle, then you can get full capped experience in about 5 minutes or so, really quickly. Yeah, so every tent essentially it kind of decreases the amount of time by about 5 minutes. So now we're flying back to Thunderbluff. We're going to go ahead and turn in the quest called Tortoise Egg, and then we'll be able to get our mount, which we'll do here in just a minute. If you guys haven't yet, please go, if you guys are watching this on the vertical, just double tap the screen. If you guys are watching this on the horizontal screen, close chat, hit the X to close the chat, and then hit the thumbs up on the chat on the video. Would really appreciate it. And then you can just bring back the live chat back up. It helps others find this content, find the channel, and can join us on the future live streams if they enjoy World of Warcraft content. Level 15 Paladin just died to Hogger. That's really high to die to a Hogger. As a Paladin, you have 3 lives. When you're fighting a bad guy, you know, say you're fighting Hogger, right? You're taking him down. You can probably beat him to about 50 or so life on your first go round. And then what you do is you bubble and you full heal back up. Once you're full healed back up, if you get 1 quick heal, you do a bandage, you should be able to get full life at that time. Then you go at him again, whack, 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 whack. And then what you do, you get almost super low again, you use Lay of Hands. You should have Lay of Hands by that level. That's going to give you a whole nother life back up at full life. And you continue whacking him down. By that point, he should be around 10 to 20%. And then if you need to, as your 3rd life, you have a whole potion. Use a potion. You might have like these little lesser potions or something else. That'll recover quite a bit of life and then stun him. You should be able to finish him off, especially at level 15. You should be able to tank him and finish him as a Paladin. Level 15, easy. Yeah, Paladins have tons and tons of opportunities and lives and escape everything. Anyone selling iron ore? 8 silver per level. Iron ore at level 9. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we're about to land here in Thunderbluff. Let's go ahead and jump on down. Whoop. Oh. And... Oh, he mistyped. Selling copper ore. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, here's the moment of truth. We are about to get our turtle mount. Now, the turtle mount, if you guys do not know, turtle mount travels at 50% of your level. So if you're level 10, you're not gonna get it at level 10. But see this guy? He's level 14, so he bought a custom mount from the shop, but it only travels at 7%. So he's still faster than I am because he's traveling at 7%. But for me, I'm level 19. It's gonna travel at 8%.
Pleased to meet you.
So I'm gonna turn in toward his egg right here. We're gonna go ahead and complete the quest. You're gonna see that we got these swift riding turtles. So I go ahead and pop open right window here. Boop. See that? I got the turtle mount right here, the swift turtle rider. And down here, as I add it to my collection, you're going to see a new thing appear called mounts. I can go ahead and click on that, and that is going to go ahead, add it to my mount, and there we go. We got the turtle mount. Check this cute little thing out. Now this thing, again, travels at 50% of our level, so as we level to 20, we're going to go 10% faster, 30, 50% faster, 40, level 40. If we don't have any training, we're still going to go 20% faster at level 40. So even if we don't have the gold needed to get the mount training, we're still able to ride 20% faster, which is still going to be pretty beneficial for us. I don't know how much gold I'll have by level 40, but we'll see. We are rocking the blacksmithing and mining. Blacksmithing and mining usually has pretty good methods of getting gold. I can sell quite a bit of stuff, right? I don't know if I still have. Yeah, I do. Cluster looks good. Oh, I can get on this thing. I get on this thing. Oh, I missed it. Catch the other side. I made that first jump, but I don't think I can make that second jump. Okay, so really quickly. We're plus or minus 19. Willing to sell this. this. And this. Oops, not that. Go, get off. No! Did I just biff it? Yeah, I did. I totally biffed it there. That's okay. We didn't take any fall damage whatsoever at all. Let's go ahead and go back up. Okay, so we went ahead and got the turtle mount in the stream. That was kind of like the main objective I wanted to do today, because if I didn't do it today, I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks, and I wouldn't be able to get it. So the Dark Moon Ferry would be here in Thunder Bluff up until next Sunday, and then next Sunday it would go over to the Alliance, and then I wouldn't have any access to it. So I really just want to kind of knock it out right now. There's somebody right here with a little chicken mount. And I am here. I wish I got some tin along the way, but didn't get. I did get a few silver pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and craft those up into bars while I'm here. I don't have any tin whatsoever. I need 2 pieces of tin, and then I can make some bronze bars. Make a rune copper belt, but then that would kill off all my iron, or my copper. I don't want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I have a lot of stuff in my bags. I can toss that out now. Let's see what I can throw into the bank here. I don't have much room. Actually, I have quite a bit of room in my bags in my bank. I'm gonna throw that in the bank. Bank is full at this. Okay. Well, quest items, that is trash. I can sell both of these quest items. Everything else is kind of neat in my bags. Yeah. Not a lot of options. Throwing copper bars at anyone interested. Throw them away. Want to buy. And plus or minus 9. I'll buy some 10 from somebody if somebody has some 10. Totally get that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fly back to Ratchet, and how much more time I have. Because my main objective today was just mostly getting the portal mount, and then I need to start packing up today. I'm gonna go ahead and where the family's at. If I can maybe spend another hour or so, I might have to start packing. Oh yeah, I think everyone just got back. They had to go get some supplies and stuff. So we are going to be heading back to Ratchet, and we're going to be offline for the rest of the day. So that was the main objective of the stream, guys. We wanted to just quickly get on, get the turtle mount, and then we are going to be logging off for this time being. Now, I did post it in the Discord. If anybody is interested in joining the Discord server, then you can go ahead and hop on by typing in, I'll type it into the chat here. Oops. Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and be jetting out for the afternoon. I just wanted to pop on and do the turtle mount quest. So I really do appreciate popping in. When popping in, let's do some quick shout outs here. Okay, so we had Anakin Skywalker. I think they were the first one on the stream on the YouTube side. We had Denzi Cadenzi, had D Knight. We had Hick Mutt. We had Luke Out. We had Win. We also had, kind of popping through here, we had Hick Umat over on YouTube as well, and Alexander Morgan. So in the next stream, we're going to be picking up right where we just left off, continuing our adventure in Ratchet, although now we are going to have our turtle mount. So I'll go ahead and be posting a schedule If you level 27 just died to a Stonard Grunt. See what I mean, guys? I've mentioned this several times. Traveling into specific zones as the opposing faction is basically a death sentence. You know, if you're in alliance trying to get in the Swamp of Sorrows, don't try and do it. You know, unless you know the specific area. If you're in alliance trying to go into the Barrens, don't go on the road, right? There's like a tower right there. You'll die at the tower. Unless you know the area, be very cautious. Try and follow other people that know their route. And that way, if they end up aggroing somebody, you can run and they can, you know, they can get taken out. But that is going to be it from me, guys. I do appreciate everyone from hanging out and joining me today. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye. Boop.
Thanks for joining everyone. We got our turtle mount RAR. We'll be on vacation 2 weeks south, no stream till 23 June.